Good morning. Welcome to my SilverSneakers Flex Chair Yoga class. I'm Olivia. Let's get going. Sit against the back of the chair. And hopefully you have a chair without arms on it. All right. You can certainly keep your shoes on if you'd like. I happen to use these little shoes here because I like that you can see my toes when I wiggle them. But you can leave shoes on. Maybe not the back row here. But you could certainly leave your shoes on as well. If you are in a comfortable place where you could take them off, I would suggest you do that. Sit on back against the back of the chair. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Let your eyes just drift closed if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, maybe turn the gaze downward. But take yourself away from this spot for a moment. We'll come back to it. Put yourself in a spot that brings joy. What are the aromas of that place? Who are the people with you? What does it sound like? And then tap into your breath to take you there. Let the corners of your mouth draw up in a little bit of a smile. And then slowly open your eyes. And we'll move out to the edge of the seat. All right, I'm going to turn some music on now. I'm going to do that in silence. And I'll turn a little bit of my favorite group on here. And come into seated mountain pose. So nice and tall. Head over heart over pelvis. Tip of the sit bones.
Here comes Wilma.
Oh, okay, good. I have seats for him there.
There's actually 4.
Yeah, I know. It's good. I got 4 seats. All right. So the tip of the sit bones. Nice and tall. Let the shoulders just release away from your ears. Create this space around your neck. And we're going to tip the head, but let this light beam shine off to the side. I have a couple of chairs here for you, and they have weights on them to remind you that those are yours. If you'd help them get in there, Barb, that'd be great. And then let's go to the other side. There's another chair over here for you too, Barb. And up nice and tall. Turn your gaze over the right shoulder. And then while you're there, try to look down, see like if you had a bug on your shoulder or something. And then let's go the other way, same thing. Dropping the chin down, good. Like you got a bug on your shoulder or something right there. All right, and then come on back. Release the arms down, seated mountain pose. Let the elbows sort of tuck in towards the waistline right here a little bit. And then press the sit bones in towards the earth. Yeah, and then lengthen the crown of the head. All right, turn the palms. Turn the palms. Let that come into the shoulders a bit. Rolling in, rolling out. And again, roll in and roll out. So my shoulders are going to lift a little bit here. Come over. And then lift and go back. 2 more. And back. All right, bring the fingers up to the shoulders and let's lift the elbows up and around. Nice. You have room there, Barb? There is another chair over here. Okay. So let's tap the elbows together, if you can do that. Nice. And then just open up. Again, tap them in. Open wide. One more time. And open wide. Extend the arms out. Yeah, a little circle in the wrists. Grab your neighbor's hand. No, I'm kidding. And then fists in and out. Yeah. All right. Inhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring the hands back to the heart. Your chin right towards your chest, and then inhale, release them back down. We're just going to stay nice and tall still. Deep breath in. Exhale, so nothing moving but my arms, and then I tuck the chin and down. Take your gaze with this. Look down, look up, look down. Hold this right here. Fold your fingers over and press the knuckles forward to me. You're going to separate the shoulder blades in the back. and then pull them together. Imagine they were going to touch behind your back. Still nice and tall. Good morning, Daddy, right over here in front of me. And no, it's not the front row, but it's not. And again, tuck the chin and back. So just upper body still here. One more time. And back. All right, let's get into the side body. Okay. Hands on the hips, hands here, hands out. You decide. Now I have widened my feet just a little bit to give me a little broader base here. And this is just the rib cage that's moving. So as I go to the right, I'm going to press the left sit bone down. And as I go to the left, I press the right sit bone down. Got it? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And again. All right, one more time. Let's drop both hands to the front. And then we're going to reach back, scoop back down towards the earth, and then slide that hand back, scoop down towards the earth. And again, reach back. One more time. Reach back and scoop down. Now widen the feet a little bit wider, and let's get a little deeper in the hips. So it's like you're rolling around the sit bones here. Maybe the tailbone. It should feel good. All right, let's take it the other way. Same thing. Unwind. Say. And again. All right, so up nice and tall, feet coming. I'm going to encircle my kneecaps with my hands, and then we're going to do seated cat and cow. So inhale, that heart comes forward, and then exhale. I'm going to scoop in the belly, roll towards the tailbone, articulating the spine, tuck the chin towards the chest in the very last count. And then you roll to the tip of the sit bones, bringing the heart forward and up, and then tuck the tailbone and roll back. So I'm really articulating my spine here. Again, roll to the tip of the sit bones, lift the heart. Exhale, scoop the belly and roll back. One more time. And slowly move with intention. Feel every little muscle fiber. And then all the way up, nice and tall. All right, walking the feet out one more time. We're going to hinge at the hips straight back here first. Don't let anybody fall off. You may want to scoop back, all right? Flat back right here. Belly in, belly in, belly in. And then as I release down, I'm going to take my hands on my thighs, release the forehead, scoop in that belly and around the spine and roll back up. Got that? Let's do it one more time. So we're going to go flat back over first. Nice straight spine. Crown of the head reaching far from the tailbone. And then exhale, release down. Looks like you're bowing. Scoop in the belly and roll back up. All right, feet in. Let's grab that right knee and lift it. Bring it into the chest. Let me get my belt back on here. Into the chest. All right, and a little circle in the ankle. Ooh. All right, so deep breath in. Exhale, forehead comes toward the knee. And then inhale, extend out. Again, scoop in that belly. Pull that navel right towards your spine. And then out. Little foot articulation if you'd like. Point the toe down towards the earth. Pull the toe back. Heel to the front. And again, scoop in that belly. Even give yourself a stretch across the back right here. Ooh. And then maybe the shoulder blades come together. One more time. And out. Guess what? We're going to leave it out here. So I'm going to leave a little bend in it. Find the tip of the sit bones. We're going to go out and back in. All right, out and in. Two more. Last one. Can we pulse this up here? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Let it rest. A little shake. All right. Other side. Same thing. So knee up. Deep breath in. Little circle in the ankle. Ooh. Wiggle the toes. All right. Deep breath. Exhale. Forehead comes in. We're going to scoop the belly. And then inhale. You want to hold that wall up with the foot. Maybe draw the shoulder blades in. Maybe separate the shoulder blades. You decide how deep and how big you want to take this. All right. You get out of it what you put into it, certainly. And again, two more. last one. And out. Okay, leave it out there. We're going to go out to the side. 4. Nothing moving. 3, 2, and 1. And then here's the pulse. Sit tall. 8, 7, 6. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release back down. We'll shake it out. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath. Forward fold. Look towards the toes. Inhale, bring the heart forward, that little baby back bend, little baby cobra. Exhale, release back down, all the way up. All right, we're going to do it again. Forward fold, halfway rise. Now, in this position, left hand comes on front, and you're going to take that right arm out to the side and just pulse it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One time, swing it down, lift it as high as you're comfortable, keeping that elbow on the knee, and then release. Let's take the other side. Left arm out to the side, parallel to the earth. And we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm looking to the ground. 2, 1. Swing it down. Keep that right elbow on the knee and lift, swinging. All right, come all the way back up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, we rise up. Deep breath in. And exhale. All right, lovely. Oh, let's take a couple of squats too. All right. Deep breath in. Exhale down. Inhale up. Use the hands if you need to. Exhale down. You can use them right here. That's fine. Inhale up. You can even rock down if you like. Exhale. Rock back. Last one. Inhale up and release back down. All right. Round to the back of the chair. Get yourself a drink of water. Greet your neighbor. Whatever you need to do. And let's keep going. All right. Downward facing dog first. Step on back. I'm going to turn this a little bit for the camera. Walking the feet underneath your hips there. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, maybe deepen this. And what does that mean? That means I want you to turn the tailbone towards the back wall instead of the earth, to the back wall, sit bones to the back wall. Hollow the belly. So pull that navel in right towards your spine. Breathe into the back ribs. Oh, that should feel good. And then lowering the heart towards the earth. Let's not let the head doesn't need to fall below the arms right there. Just maybe lined up with the arms if that works. Deep breath. One more breath. All right, taking the gaze over the chair, step into the chair, and let's take the feet about chair width apart here. Nice and tall. Mountain pose, wide standing mountain pose here. And you've got that chair handy if you need it. We're just going to go side to side, and I'm going to lift one foot and then the other foot. All right, if lifting the foot is not going to work for you today, then just come to the toes, all right? But just lifting up, a little balance work right away. Nice. And again. One more time. All right, let's bring the feet in closer because this is maybe a little more difficult. Just transfer the weight side to side and maybe just let the foot leave the earth a little bit. So one foot and then the other foot. Again, the chair's always there if you need it. And again. All right. So both feet are together here. I'm just going to slide one foot out and slide it right back in. You want to keep the toe facing straight ahead. It's going to want to turn to the ceiling, right? But I want you to keep the toe facing straight ahead, which means it's not going to come very far. Brush it in and brush it out. You've got the chair if you need it. Don't use it if you don't need it. Work at keeping head over heart over pelvis here. So resist that urge to lean off to the left. And again. Very nice. All right, we take the other side. You feel that in the outside of the leg, right? Okay, other side, transfer the weight, and then it's just going to slide out, slide back in. You know, as you turn the toe to the ceiling, you'll want to turn your body because the quadricep muscles are going to be stronger and the body is always looking for the easy way out. So we want to get these outside of the legs really strong. Help support the knee. Again, nice and tall. 2 more. Last one. All right. So just a little stretch there. Bend your knees, push your hips over to the side. Sassy like. And then push them over to the other side. And a little stretch across that fascia. All right. So up close, I want you to step back just a little bit, but you've got the hands there handy. We're going to slide that right foot out. We're going to work the back of the leg now. So my toe's on the ground. The moment my toe leaves the ground, we tend to do this. So try to stay right over the chair. Just flex that back toe and let it leave the earth, all right? And we're going to pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to use my right hand. Send that left hand forward, maybe up by your face. And we hold spinal balance. Maybe a little hinge at the hip. Stretch the fingers. As I hinge, I lift the heel. Holding on. And then standing up nice and tall, I'm going to release both hands. Deep breath in. And down. All right, other side. So slide that foot back. Again, the moment we lift that toe, we tend to go, whoa. So stay right here. Flex the foot and just let it leave the earth. And we pulse. 8, 7, 6. I have a little bend in my knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Firm hand on the chair and lift maybe up by your face. You decide. Belly in. Core muscles need to fire on here. And if this is accessible, I'm going to take a little deeper bend and stretch the fingers far from the heel or the toe, whatever you're using back there in the back. And then release, stand up nice and tall. Upward salute. Step back so you don't hit your face. Or forward fold. Ooh, this feels good. Halfway rise. Let the heart come forward towards the chair and release down, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Deep breath in. All right, let's all turn to the right. So you've got your left hand on the chair, and we're going to take some sunflowers. So my feet are wide, my toes are turned out, all right? One hand on the chair if you need it, or don't. If you don't, hinge it at the hip, bending the knees. Come down and push right back up through the feet, right? So nobody lets their head fall below the heart, right? You have to bend your knees to get down there and back up. Yes, lovely, lovely. Mm-hmm. And use the chair if you're afraid you're not going to get back up. That's why it's there. And again. One more time. And all the way up. All right, drop both hands to the chair and come back around to the front. We're going to readjust your feet so the left toe faces the front. That right heel goes down in the back. It's like you're pushing the grocery cart. And we rise up. Drop your shoulders. There's beautiful warrior one. So that back leg is really working. Press the heel into the earth. I'm going to turn the palms out and let the elbows draw back. Lift the heart a little bit more. And hinge at the hip. Don't sink into that knee any deeper. You're going to cross the arms, come back up like you're taking your shirt off. And here we go again. I'm going to hinge at the hip. I'm not going to sink. My knee is over the ankle here. Cross the arms like you're taking your shirt off. Up and around. Left hand, right hand on the chair. Hinge into it right here. So long line from the crown of the head to my heel. And then I'm going to walk my right hand over. Left hand's going to come into my back pocket, and I'm going to look to the left wall. Now bring that belly in. Take a nice deep breath in. Find length in your spine. All right. I like to look back at the chair before I come back in and step in. We're going to turn to the left, and on this side, we're going to take moonflowers, which is just upright. So the toes are turned out, my feet are wide, arms up. So moonflowers look like this. I'm simply going to bend my knees and let the elbows lower and come right back up. So I'm not going to hinge at the hip, just like imagine you're sliding your back down a wall. And it probably won't go very far, and that's okay. Keeping the elbows there, reaching towards that wall too, yeah. Nice, lovely. And another one, and yet another one. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we sink down. Here's the inhale, lengthen. both hands find the chair and readjust your feet. All right, so that left foot and right foot and left toes turned out. Left knee, right knee over the ankle. All right, and we come up again. Deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Yeah. Connect the ribs to the hips. So make this core muscle just as strong as it possibly can be. Maybe a little squeeze of the inner thighs together. Feel that back leg really working. Press the elbows back, and here we go. Hinge at the hip. Don't sink into the knee any deeper. Cross your arms like you're going to take your shirt off, up, around, and down. One more time. Deep breath. Exhale. Just to hinge at the hip. You really fire that leg on when you do that. And we hold. All right. Left hand crosses over. Right hand comes into your back pocket. Turn the gaze. Sink into that back heel. And here's where you find length on the inhale. All right. Come around to the chair. Step back to downward facing dog now. And any little movement you need, any big movement you need to get out the kinks in that, please do it. All right, taking the gaze over the chair. I'm going to take a little baby step into the chair. All right, now point the elbows to the ground. So you're looking at the crook of the elbow here. I'm going to sink into the elbows and then push back up. My weight's going to come on my hands. Okay, my head's not going to fall below, but I'm working the triceps and the back of the arms. So don't let the head fall below your arms right there. And push back up. Squeezing the elbows together here as you come down. And right back up. One more. And right back up. Let's see if we can step in closer to the chair. I think it depends on how tall one is. I'm going to reach my right hand over the chair. So yeah, I can use the back of the chair for support for my arm here. And then that left arm, my feet are wide, and then reaching to the ceiling. Deep breath in. You can come to the fingertips. You could come up on the chair if that works better for you. And then exhale, swing it down in front. And inhale, lift. Exhale, look back to the chair as you swing the arm down, and then look to the wall. Nothing moving in the hips. Yeah, pay attention to that. And up. All right, drop that hand to the chair. We're going to take the other side. All right, so here we go, out to the side, and we lift. Whatever is accessible. Maybe it just comes out to the side a little bit. Maybe you want to add a little twist. But what I want you to notice is the legs are firm here. I'm not swinging my hips side to side at all. Two more. And one more time. And lift. All right, both hands on the chair. Come away from the chair, nice and tall. Wide standing mountain pose. Beautiful. Into star pose. Lovely. Drop your shoulders. Connect the ribs to the hips. And I'm going to turn that right toe to the right wall. All right. And bringing the hands to the heart. Now sink into that knee. Go ahead and let it go beyond the toes. You know, you say, oh yeah, that's much too much. And come back up. You'll learn, your body will remember, oh, that's way too much, right? And again. But for a while, it's okay. And now we're going to come into Warrior Two. And then that's what I want you to say, oh yeah, that's what feels right because my knee is right over my ankle. Yeah, check and see. Open the arms wide. Yeah. Drop your shoulders, everyone. Let's turn the palms to the ceiling. Notice how that tends to lift the heart a bit. Taking the arms up and bring them right back down. Tuck the chin towards your chest. Arms are going to go out. I'm going to flip the palms, take the gaze up and down. All the while, I have knee over the ankle right there. And again, back leg is straight. One more time. And we're going to land in Warrior Two. Take the gaze over the two peace fingers there. And really feel that neck work. And then reach that left hand to your neighbor on the left. Give it a little extra stretch there. Palm to the ceiling. Let's go back to reverse. You've got the chair to use here if you'd like. You've got the leg to use, or you've got your back pocket. But keep that front knee bent. Yeah, we tend to pull up, right? Keep that front knee over the ankle there. And reach. That's what happens when you're in the front row. Reach. All right, let's pass through Warrior Two again, and then slide a bit, and then we're going to come into a side ankle. Looking down towards the palm first, and then look to the front. Use the chair if you need to, and if this is accessible, take the gaze skyward. Beautiful. Now tap into your breath. It should be just as calm as it is when we begin. And if it's not, I need you to ease back a bit. All right, I'm going to drop this arm down, let this shoulder come forward too, and come all the way back to star pose. So I'm going to turn that toe, reach, drop your shoulders, connect the ribs to the hips, lift up through the pelvic floor, turn that tailbone towards the earth, so a little micro bend in the knees here will help you do that. All right, here we go the other way. Turn the toe, the fairies are back. Okay, let's bring the hand to the heart, and we're going to sink into this knee. Sink a little deeper than what you think is going to be comfortable, right? You know what? I don't think I turned my phone off either, so you might hear that coming through. A call from. And back. So you know you're going further than what you're going to be, right? All right, one more of these, and then I want you to find your warrior two, where the knee is right over the ankle. Find it first, and then look. Yeah, we get better at it, huh? All right, opening the arms, palms to the ceiling, deep breath in. Taking the gaze up, come right back. Tuck the chin towards your chest, arms down. The knuckles are up, and then the palms are up as you gaze up. Nothing changing in the low half of your body. Keep that knee over the ankle. And one more time. And we're going to hold this warrior two. Turn the gaze. Head over heart over pelvis right here too. So with this right hand, take a little reach back. Yeah. We tend to go this way, right? So take a little reach back with that hand. Nice. Palm to the ceiling. Let's go back to reverse now. There's the chair, the leg, or the back pocket, whatever works for you here. Deep breath. Again, tap into your breath. It should be as calm as it is when we're in seated mountain pose. And let's check in with this back leg. Are you squeezing those thigh bones? With your thigh muscle, do that. All right, we level this off. Warrior two, still taking the gaze over the two peace fingers. And now here we go. Reach and into side angle. Reaching to the ceiling if that's accessible. Otherwise, that chair's there, right? And press that baby toe edge of that foot right there, of your left foot into the earth. So to resist that, not to let that knee buckle in. Look to the front, a little work in the neck. Turn the gaze skyward. Again, smooth, calm breath. Wonderful. I'm not hearing panting, which is great. All right, let's circle that down. But let that shoulder fall down as well. And all the way back to star pose. We're going to turn that toe to the front. Drop your shoulders. Connect the ribs to the hips. All right, we clap furiously. And all the way down. Walk your feet in. Shake out a little bit. Downward facing dog. Very, very nice. Turn that tailbone to the back wall. Breathe. One more breath. All right, bend the knees, hands back on the thigh muscles. Let's reverse swan dive all the way back up. A forward fold. Halfway rise. All right, hinging at the hip. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my hips, come into chair pose. All right, so my knees are over the toe. I can still see my toes, that's what I mean. And then let's take one arm forward first. And before we take the other one, let's just switch. Well, I know. All right, both hands to the heart here. Now, in this position, I want you to eyes up, heart forward, and then turn the tailbone towards the earth just a little bit. We're going to try powerful pose, cactus arms. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we sink a bit deeper and push the ceiling back up. All right, all the way down. Shake out your legs, have a drink of water. All right, so we start a little balance here. So play if you're connected. Oh, for goodness sakes. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we're going to take it this way. Mountain pose first. Just sink into the knees. Keep the shoulders on the wall behind you. You're gonna feel a really nice calf stretch. I definitely feel 2 different stretches in my calf right when I do that. And then just raise up. So again, it's like you're gonna slide down the wall. Remember those cartoons when the bird would fly into the wall and just go down the wall? Yeah. That's an image, huh? But you keep the shoulders on the wall. Everything's in mountain pose. I'm just gonna sink down, get a great stretch in the calf muscles, and back up. All right, so we're gonna sink down, hold this here. Lift the right heel. I'm gonna hinge at the hip, lift the knee and shoot it back. Toe ball heel goes down, all right? I'm gonna straighten that front leg and I'm gonna come into triangle pose. So I'm gonna have a little shift in my feet here. That left toe faces the chair, right toe faces the right wall, and you can use the arm there on the chair, all right, if you need to, or send it forward, it's up to you entirely. But I want you to imagine wherever your fingers have landed, about 6 inches further, there's a $100 bill, all right? So what I want you to do is slide to it, snatch it up, all right? And then we're gonna come into triangle pose. So this is a hinge at the hip, right? It's not this arcing over, it's a hinge at the hip. So as you come into triangle pose, I want you to notice and feel this nice straight spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone, right? I haven't rounded through this, nice and straight. Your tailbone should be pointing to your back right inner thigh. And you can use the chair or let the fingers move towards the leg. Now we get real good, we can turn the gaze skyward. Fire on those legs. I do have a little micro bend in my front leg. And breathe. All right, let's put that left hand on the chair. I'm going to drop the right hand on the chair and then lift that back heel. That leg's back pretty far, so you decide. You may want to bring it in. So we're going to come into crescent pose. The back heel is up. If you need to drop that back heel down, do so, all right? One arm, maybe 2 arms. Again, drop your shoulders. Connect the ribs to the hips. Maybe squeeze the inner thighs together. Use these glutes, use these legs for that. And then take the heart up just a little bit more. And breathe. All right, both hands are going to come to the chair. You can slide that foot in, or you could step it in. I'm going to pop that foot into my tree pose. Right to the ankle, calf muscle, or toe on the ground, your choice, all right? Find your balance here. If you slid that in, you may need to take a moment to find your balance. And then maybe we start to find a branch for the tree, or maybe at your heart. You decide. Dropping your shoulders, focal point that's not moving, and come back to your breath. Let's go ahead and step out into wide standing mountain pose here. A little broader base, give you a little broader, more balance. And try to close your eyes. You can bring the fingers towards the chair, but a little broader base should be a little bit easier. And just process what we went through there. We took that deep knee bends, and then we step back to triangle pose, and then high lunge, and then popped into tree pose. All right, other side. Bring that foot in. Okay, so from here, mountain pose, my heels are underneath the sit bones, fairly close, and I'm going to sink into the knees. Your back scratching, think of that, all right? Without letting this happen, just sink down, let the fingers reach. Oh, yeah. So everybody is now 3 inches shorter, right? And again, one more time, we're going to hold this here. Shoulders back, fire on the core muscles. Feel that mountain pose with bent knees. Lift that left heel, so a little transfer of the weight. Now I'm going to hinge at the hip and shoot that back. Toe ball heel. And we're going to windmill around. I want you to just straighten the legs. Find your feet in triangle pose. Little micro bend in the front knee right there and reach. All right, use the chair if you need to. Otherwise, that $100 bill, let's see. Mark, reach your right hand over the chair and step that left foot back. Back. Here. I'm going to do what you're doing, all right? Yes, there you go. Step it back. So you're looking over your right hand there. Okay. So remember that $100 bill, 6 inches away from you. Reach for it. Push the hips to the back wall as you reach, and then windmill the arms. I don't know, that image seemed to work better than anything else I've done before. All right, reaching to the ceiling. So this is a hip hinge, right? It's not a collapse over. It's a hip hinge. Micro bend in that knee. Look towards the earth. Maybe look towards the left wall. Maybe turn the gaze skyward. It's up to you. It's a lot of challenge on the neck. But you want to be able to turn the neck and look in the back seat of the car, out the window, right? Tap into your breath again. As long as you have your breath, nobody will take your peace, right? All right, I like to look back at the chair before I move there. But then I'm going to bring both hands down, lifting that back heel. You want to bring it in a little bit. Micro bend in the front knee, micro bend in the back knee. And here we come into our high lunge. Yep, it's balance. Drop your shoulders. Fire on the core muscles. Make yourself as strong as you can in the core. Lift the heart a bit. Beautiful. Okay, so this is when I'm going to bring my back foot in to tree pose. You can walk it in. You can use the chair. Whatever you want to do. That in itself is balance, right? And toe can be on the ground, that's fine, or press it into the calf muscle. You can bring it up higher if that's accessible to you. And here we go. Again, using the chair if you need it. Breath nice and calm, that will pull you back. Remember, the yoga posture starts when you want to come out of it, right? All right, let's step out. And nice and wide here. Let's see if we can balance with eyes closed. Use the chair if you need to. All right. Walk the feet in, downward facing dog. Any movement you need, and I just bet you do. And I'll tell you what I like to do. Maybe it's just because of my hip thing. I like to bend one, like I'm going to bend my right knee. I'm going to push my left hip back a little bit, sit bone. And then I'll switch to the other side, sink into the other knee, and then press that sit bone back. All right, taking the gaze over the chair. Walk on in. All right, let's grab a drink of water. We'll sit back down. Good work. All right, so let's sit on the right side of the chair. So the left leg is coming right towards the center of the chair, and I've walked that right leg out to the side a little bit here. Now, I'm going to extend my heel out. Now, if that gives you a cramp in your hip, which it might do, just bring the heel in. That should release that. Okay, this will give you a little inner thigh stretch as you do that, particularly as you sit nice and tall. We call this gate pose. Just touch fingertips right there. Nice gate pose. Beautiful. All right. And then from here, I'm going to take the hands on my thigh and hinge forward. Yeah, keeping that outside edge of your foot on the ground right there. Keep that big toe on the ground. Now, fire on those core muscles. Let's try one arm out to the side. It's a lot of back work here, so you decide what you want to do. You can take one arm. You can take no arms. You can take both arms. Lovely. Deep breath. All right, for a little deeper challenge, hands come forward to me, and we're going to lift right back up. Drop that left hand down. Now, put that elbow in the back of the chair, so you've got a good security right there. And then turn the gaze as those right fingers lift up. wild thing. All right. And release back down. Walk that foot in. We'll go the other side. So right knee is in the center of the chair. I guess I'm kind of back towards the back of the chair there too. And then this foot, once again, if you get a cramp in your hip, then go ahead and bring the heel in. Otherwise, I'm going to take my heel out so you can get that leg long and straight. Okay? Gate pose just looks like this. Very nice. Deep breath. Let's look down the leg right there. And notice as you do that, maybe you can reach that right arm a little higher. All right, so here we go. Both hands on that leg and hinge at the hip. Feel a little inner thigh stretch. Now, belly comes in. Let's not collapse into the belly right, into the thigh right there. So keep that belly lifted, one arm. Now, maybe the other one. You don't have to at all. And now from here, maybe one arm, maybe no arms are going to reach forward. Nice. And lifting up. Keep that baby toe edge on the ground there. Drop that right arm, put that elbow in the back of the chair, and turn the gaze up. Reaching. It's just, you look like a Serta commercial for a bed. It's like you just get out of bed in the morning. And release. All right. Walk that foot back in. We'll go back to the first one. I should have done it before. I'm just going to cross it over right there. Nice and tall. Keep that foot flexed. Left hand and the right hand. I'm going to put the right hand, slide it through my seat of the chair right there. And then maybe look to the right wall, maybe look over the shoulder. It's up to you. And if crossing the leg is not part of your practice, you put that foot right down there too. Deep breath in. All right. Slowly come back to the front. Let's bring this leg up for this performance, this figure 4 stretch. Again, if this is not part of your practice, foot goes on the floor, that's just fine. Press that low back forward and sit really tall. And then maybe a little hinge. Each piece I add makes it challenging, so work where you're comfortable. All right, let's go the other side. Up and over first, or on the ground is fine too. And then the right hand, and the left hand's going to slide through, hold on to the chair. So I'm looking to the left wall, maybe looking over the shoulder. Pull that left shoulder back, create a little space in the chest there. And fill the lungs with breath. Ooh, that's a challenge when you're twisted, right? One more. All right, come on back to the front. We're going to lift this leg up. I didn't say this before, but let's get that right foot underneath your right knee there. And this foot stays flexed. Press that low back forward. Maybe a little hinge. Come on back up. Let's see if we can get one more little hip flexor stretch. So take the feet wide and then just drop one knee down towards the earth. Maybe look over the back of the chair. I'm holding on. Don't let anybody fall out. And then we'll go the other way, pass through the center. Drop that knee. Hold on to the chair. Look over the back of the chair. Nice stretch. All right, come on back to the front. Slide back to the back of the chair. One last stretch, whatever you felt like you didn't get. Right, just like when you get out of bed in the morning. Let's see if I can get a timer on here. We'll do maybe a 3-minute. Settle back in. Open your eyes really wide. Maybe scrunch up your face, your shoulders. And then just let everything relax. Let the muscles of the face let go. Your eyes drift closed. And you go back to that happy place you started in. Your teeth have unclenched. The shoulders have relaxed. That front body sinks to the back body. And feel the chair just carry your weight.